technically we have to, first of all, understand the difference between medals and points. What is their purpose? When you look at swimming, you have to divide it into two. Both high performance, which I would say maybe professional, and amateur. And then you look at the country like Uganda, where are we? Are we at amateur level or high performance level? As a country, we are still developing. And when you look at World Aquatics, and actually the practice outside, where swimming has really developed, points are used for development because points are given to very many people. When it comes to medals, they are given to 3 people. If you're comparing development sports where you need a lot of numbers, youngsters, children who are 10 years and below, children who are 11, 12, 13, 14, age group swimming, you want a lot of numbers. That space which attracts very many people. And you're rewarding according to medals, which are only 3 per age group. Then you're limiting yourself to saying that each club probably send us 2 swimmers or 1 swimmer or 3 swimmers who you think are able to compete favorably, so that you can use that system of rewarding medals. So for us at Uganda Aquatics, when you look at our demography, we see that we are still developing. You'd have loved to be like South Africa, which has level 1, level 2, level 3, and maybe high performance. But that's where we are going. So far, we are not yet there. We need to combine the 2 systems to ensure that a club that can attract more numbers is rewarded that way, but still looking at the performance level. If you go back and try to look at the medal system, when it is combined with the point system, you also see that the club that wins still has got the most medals when it comes to performance. It has more points, but still more medals. The reason why it has more points, it may be because it has more athletes, but even those athletes are really performing well. It may not be fair to these other clubs where they are winning medals, but also this other club is also winning with medals. So basically, the 2 systems are really good because one looks at high performance level, and then the other looks at the development level. When you look at World Aquatics per se, because now it's a pinnacle body, uh, it invites athletes who have qualified on merit and they are able to win those medals. But also it looks at the athletes who are still developing and are scoring very well, and it uses point system. So still the point system is really good because it is used internationally. It's not only used in Uganda. Having more days, I think it's a very good thing for our athletes because they're able to rest, just like what the SG has put forward. They're able to rest and recover and be ready for the other days. But also, it is a system which is also running across the world, that athletes are trained to be mentally strong to run for longer days of competitions. The NCAA takes almost like 2 months. Um, South Africa nationals takes almost 2 weeks. So they keep on running. Probably our challenge is now, how do we manage the young ones who cannot be able to, the young ones who are 10 years and below, and that I will call the novices, and maybe the juniors and the seniors. Yeah. But still, we haven't built that capacity of having senior events alone. We need to maintain the development level now that we are even we are going countrywide. Probably the more numbers we'll get, it may grow into having both seniors and juniors, and also being able to have prims and finals. Yes.
I think I will just add on what Coach Tony said, Mr. VP, that as Uganda Aquatics, our sport is a growing sport. We are a developing sport. Swimming is a developing sport in swimming. So we wouldn't want to put ourselves as I think Marshall or Maktoum had said, like how South Africa is doing. So we cannot put ourselves where South Africa is. We are in a developing stage. So to make this a fun event and to bring in more clubs and more swimmers to compete, the clubs that have small swimmers also need to be listed out. And I give you an example that if there are 21 clubs right now, and then you put it on a medal count, you're going to find that there are only going to be 4 clubs that are going to be on the list of the top 4 out of the 21. So you leave out the rest. So to make sure that we give morale and boost up swimming to these other clubs, we need to, as of now, as we have a plan coming up, we need as of now leave it as it is. So as we welcome more clubs onto the podium, onto the activity more. So as if a club comes and they do not find themselves on the list of the clubs that have been selected, or the list of the clubs that are among out of the 21, you may find other clubs pulling out. So, and this will lead to the sport to go down. So I think we just have to keep it this way as of now. And then in the near future, as we have our plans, then never know, that may come in a bit later.